Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Nika and this channel is all about anything that nobody wants to chat to me about in real life. So true crime, toxic society standards, and basically anything like that. This is the second video as part of my new series. The series is about movies that are based or inspired by real life events. We're talking horror movies, paranormal movies, thrillers, anything within that crime direction. And today we'll be talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So if you are interested to know how the real life events actually happened that inspired the movie, then stay tuned. We'll dive right into this. But also don't forget to subscribe, like this video, give me a shout out, do whatever it takes to help me build this channel, okay? Thank you very much. So most of us have probably heard about the Chainsaw Massacre, and most of us probably have heard that the Chainsaw Massacre is based off on real life events. Now, this is not exactly an accurate statement because, as it turns out, most of it is fictional. However, the most creepiest part of the movie, and if you watch the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about, unfortunately, these parts are actually based off on real life events, which again, insane, mind-blowing. So if you have not seen any of the movies, a little bit of background information. So the movie is based off on a few teenagers who stumble upon a house. This house is owned by Leatherface, and Leatherface is a very large mute man who wears a mask on his face based off human skin. All of the furniture in his house is based on human bones and other things that we will get into in a little bit, and he ends up pretty much killing everyone of the group with a chainsaw, hence the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie was released in the 1970s. The movie was so graphic and so brutal and gruesome that it was banned in several countries across the world. But although with all its controversy and although it was banned in many places and many movie theaters stopped playing it, the movie was still a huge box office success. It grossed over 30 million US dollars in total. Again, think about it, these are the 70s. And even more crazier is the budget for the movie was 140,000 US dollars. So they literally turned a $140,000 budget movie into this huge success with so much controversy. Now let's talk about the inspiration for this movie. And parts of this movie, mainly the most creepiest part, are based on Ed Gein. So Ed Gein, also known as the Butcher of Plainfield, was born on the 27th of August in 1906, which makes him a Virgo. Eddie was born to Augusta and George Gein, and he had a brother named Henry. Now, their mom was a very deeply religious woman. She was constantly preaching the Bible to him, and she and his brother, and she was constantly warning them of the dangers of women in an effort to prevent the boys from being cast down to hell if they would misbehave. Their father, George, was an alcoholic, and apparently in the eyes of their mom, he was absolutely worthless piece of shit. So when Ed grew up, he was described as a very shy kid with feminine tendencies, or just like a feminine aura and kind of feminine behavior. I couldn't really find any more explanations about why that was, but I guess he just wasn't your typical child who, I don't know, was playing in the mud. And Ed, he worshipped his mom, okay? His mom was absolutely everything to him, and it is believed that one time his little brother Henry criticized the mom for something, and Ed then went on to kill him and made it seem as if it was an accident. Now, this is just a theory. This was never proven to be true or false, but this is just a piece of information that is out there and is believed to be true. Now, let's fast forward to 1957 when Ed Gein was 51 years old. And now also this is the part that is heavily inspired of his story. So Ed Gein was charged with 2 counts of murder, although it is believed that he killed way more people than that. And Ed was arrested in his farmhouse in Wisconsin, and they found over 15 corpses in this farmhouse. So apparently after his mom's death, he found a new passion for the human anatomy and also the scientific experiments of the Nazis. So what he did is he kept his mom's room as is. He locked the door. He completely kept it intact, right? It was a beautiful, clean room, and this is where the story escalates. So Ed Gein is known for digging out corpses from graveyards and then making furniture and clothes out of their bones and skin. So very insane. After he's been arrested, he's been serving time in a mental hospital, and then he eventually died in 1984 of complications with cancer. Now let's talk about true and fiction here. Ed Gein's house was a really big inspiration for the house in the movie. So the portrayal in the movie of the house, oh my god, wordplay, is actually pretty similar to what police officers found when they went into Ed Gein's house in Wisconsin. It is crazy. I think nothing could have prepared them for what they're about to see. His refrigerator was stocked with frozen human organs. There was a human heart in a pan on the stove. The police found a box filled solely with human noses. They found a collection of dried female genitals in a shoebox under a bed. 9 women's faces had been stuffed and mounted on one wall. He polyestered chairs with human skin. He made soup bowls from the sawed-off tops of human skulls. He made a bracelet out of skin and a belt out of female nipples. The police also found a lampshade made of flesh that gave off an eerie glow, and another that was decorated with a pair of women's lips. The craziest, or one of the, I don't want to say the craziest, but a really crazy part of this is that the house still stands and is actually now a restaurant that sells pancakes, deep fried pancakes. How, isn't it? Like, how crazy. I wonder if the spirits are coming to haunt this restaurant at night, because you can't tell me that this was a good idea. Honestly, unless it's maybe really good like marketing, and some like horror movie freaks will go and actually check it out. I don't know, honestly, I have no idea, but I just find that wild. Another thing that was pretty accurate in the movie is the mask, right? So Leatherhead is wearing a mask of human flesh, and Ed Gein also wore this. Now the difference is that in the movie, Leatherhead is wearing this because of a skin disease, whereas in real life, Ed Gein was wearing this to kind of stimulate his desire of wanting to be a woman. And not only that, something that wasn't portrayed in the movie is that Ed Gein actually had like a whole vest with like woman genitals and woman breasts that he would wear, again with that same purpose of, you know, like fulfilling his desire of being an actual woman. That obviously didn't happen in the Chainsaw Massacre. And then another thing about Leatherhead that was actually completely fake is that he was killing his victims with, so Ed Gein never done anything like that at all, so that part is fiction. Also, another interesting fact is that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not the only movie inspired by Ed Gein. Both Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho from 1960 and Buffalo Bill from The Silence of the Lamb in 1991 were also loosely based on Ed Gein. So the contents of the house are absolutely insane. They make me stick to my stomach. I mean, what sick fuck do you have to be to do all of that? I mean, definitely, clearly with people like that, there's something absolutely wrong in your head. I don't know, mind-blowing. I actually want to do a deep dive on Ed Gein because there was so much more that I could have talked about in this video, but I just wanted really to keep it between, you know, fact and fiction, what happened in the movie versus what happened in real life. Let me know if that's something you would want to see. And yeah, with that being said, this is the end of my video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, I mean, whatever you want to do to support me. Also, the video is finished, so if you're done you can jump off. If you want to just stay and have a chat with me, then please do that. But I would love to know again what you guys think of the series. I have a few more coming. This is just gonna be like an ongoing thing, so if you can help me find a name, thank you very much, very appreciated. Other than that, wild. It's a wild time we're living in. A lot's going on at the moment, a lot going on in the past. I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, the more I look into true crime, the more I listen to news about how fucked up the economy is and the people that are, you know, trying to run the government and stuff. I don't know, there's just a lot happening. And yes, I hope you can come to my channel. I was gonna say find some peace. Obviously what I'm talking about is absolutely not peaceful, but there's soon gonna be more wholesome content. I'm gonna create a second channel. I will announce it when it's ready, once I have a little bit of content created for it. And I'm so happy you are here, and thank you for staying that long and listen to me talk shit for literally no reason. And yeah, I love that. So I will see you in my next video. That's gonna be up very soon, and I love you all. See you. Bye.